Hey guys, it's Bit Small here with What If Deku was released by Amazon Part 4. I sorry I haven't made a part of this series in a while. I just forgetting about some of my old series, but not important, because I have two announcements. I'm changing Deku's last name to something else, which is why you will later find out. And also check out my other channel, Infamous Discussions, Infamous Stories, because none of you have checked that out even though I shared it on my Discord and my channel. But on these channels, I talk about TV shows and other stuff and just tell you about my opinion on Infamous Discussions. And on stories, where I just tell you stories, whether they're personal stories or Reddit stories, or something. There should be a link at the end of the video or in the description below. There should be a link in both. So check them out. It's not important. Let's start the video. You guys already know where we last left off. Umeda introduced himself and told him Deku and Diana he wants Deku to become his successor. After he told him this, they went to Deku's and Diana's temporary house. He explained how he was going to give him his power, how his injury as a hero limited his time, how he got his own injury and stuff like that. He's looking for his sister, and he wants Diana's permission. But she looks at Deku. She says he's old enough to make his own choices. And Deku hears this. He remembers the time we watched a group of guards practicing how they were so strong. Then he remembers the time where Diana brought him a portable DVD player. How he watched the recording of her saving hundreds of people. And how they were cheering for her. So Deku says, of course, he will. And with that, All Might said, then it's time to train. He then tells him that tomorrow he's to meet him at a near certain beach. He does. He arrives there, and when he asks, where's Diana? He tells her that it's hard to walk and train with the second highest ranked hero, remembering that 20 guys asked her for a picture. But after All Might remember dealing with fans. Deku, at first, he needs to see how muscular he is. So he takes Deku's shirt off, but when he does, he lets Deku have some gains. He has an 8-pack and everything. Then All Might says that he was not expecting that. And expecting him to be that strong. And Deku remembers how when he was little, he was trained with Diana and the soldiers, because they would make fun of him. But after All Might tells him that he was impressed, he tells Deku to charge at him. That's when Deku charges at him and gets ready to throw a punch. Before he punches Small Might, he tackles and knocks him down instead. That's when Small Might realized something, that in a small form he wouldn't stand a chance. To be honest, you know that without a strength or durability enhancement quake, they would easily be defeated. By him at least. That's when Deku helps him up, but All Might thinks to himself, he's incredibly trained and muscular. He only thinks it's the quirk, but he has none. Again, he was raised by Diana. She's known as the warrior woman, or the Amazon. And also guys, people don't know she's an Amazon, but people just call her that since she acts and fights like one. From like the books they read. So basically it's just a nickname. But then All Might tells him that he's going to give him his quirk. All Might tells him that he has a good body, but there's still a chance that he would damage his body. He says that he knows a few ways to heal quickly, but it doesn't matter. Because even if every bone in his body was broken, he would still fight. Then All Might says, then eat this. Well, he gives Deku a piece of hair and makes him say, wait, what? We're now cut to an hour later. Then All Might tells him to use one for all on that fridge. He says, yes sir. When Deku charges at the fridge, we cut to UA's nurse office where Recovery Girl is hitting Deku. And Diana is choking All Might, asking him, what the hell was he thinking? He broke an entire arm. He says, it's okay. But Deku goes home. Deku looks at his hand, but Diana's noticed this. She says, don't you dare destroy your arm. She makes Deku say, he wasn't thinking that. He's trying to figure out how to use All Might's power before breaking his limbs. That's when she asks, how did he break in the first place? That's when he says that it broke because his body couldn't handle that much power at once. That's when she tells him, and why didn't you hold back? That's when he asks what she meant. And Diana begins explaining that why doesn't he just restrict the amount of power by using smaller amounts or spreading the power to his entire body instead of one place? Doesn't Deku realize that she's right? And next week, the good figure how to control one flow. And since he's way buffer and smarter, the dimension has Diana. Let's say he learns full cowling way quicker. Notice that first he can control between 8 and 10% at one for all. But after 8 months of training, the girls learn to control 15% one for all. And after months of training, the girls are now ready to take on UA entrance exam. As he starts walking, a girl bumps into him. That's when he says, "Hey!" The girl turns around and says, "Get out of my way!" But before she even finishes her sentence, she stops. That's when the class asks if she's everything okay. The girl just turns around and says, "Your face is annoying." He walks away. The girl walks away. She remembers how when she was showing her explosion quirk to some kids, but she started leaving. When she started walking away, a kid asked, "Where are you going?" She responded with, "She's going to beat up that stupid Deku." Then the kids tell her what she's talking about. That's when she says, "I said I'm going to go beat up that quirkless nerd." And when the kid asks, "Didn't she hear the news?" That's when Kachin says, "What news?" That Uzuki isn't around anymore. Kachin says, "I forgot that the damn nerd went on vacation." But she still doesn't understand. But her mom and dad was like so sad about it, telling that he was gone. He already knew that. But then the kid asks what her parents told her. He says that her parents told her that Deku and his family wouldn't be around anymore. The nerd has to come back from vacation sooner or later. And the kids say that you didn't know Deku died. You hear the teacher talking about how his ship got destroyed. And then Caution asks, "What?" But we cut back to Caution walking, thinking that the kid she bumped into seems familiar. But we now cut to Deku listening to Prison Mike. Since he was raised by Diana, he isn't mumbled. And oh damn, my eyes are so watery. My mom's cutting onions or something. Sorry. But let me get to the story. This time everything went normal. Through the lecture, some guy, some blue haired guy, asking about questions, but he never said it, but Deku didn't care. After they finish the lecture, Deku walks out and gets ready for fighting part of the test. As he starts stretching, he sees a girl that seems to be nervous, so he starts walking to her. As he walks to her, some blue-haired guy stops him, saying that he shouldn't try to get in her mind and mess with her. It's not hero-like. Deku says he wouldn't do that, and if he did, his mom would kill him. Deku swings away, and thanks to his parents are growing up on Paradise Island, he knows how to talk to girls. After talking to her, and help her build up her confidence a little bit, she says thank you. But as the door opens, Deku uses a 10% one for all, and runs past everybody. He's going to say, "Hold on!" He didn't tell us to go yet. Prison Mike announces that in real battle, there are no countdowns. That's when Levi starts running. As he turns to the corner, he sees Deku goes away to destroy like 5 robots. He sees Deku jump off a robot after ripping its head off and throwing it at another robot, before jumping and kicking another robot and smashing it. That's when he thinks himself, this guy is fast. Seems to have some sort of training. But Deku continues fighting, hitting like 3 times as many points as everybody. But Deku destroys some more robots. He decides to take a breather. But then the floor starts rumbling. So he looks around and sees the 0-pointer. As Deku starts running away, he hears a scream. That's when he sees a girl, but be crushed by the 0-pointer. So he starts running to save her. That's when he realizes that it's going to take a lot to take it down and he won't reach it in time. He's going to have to use everything he got. So he starts charging on the floor before he jumps and punches the robot, saying "Smash!" But as he smashes it, he starts falling. He realizes both his bones broken down, and he doesn't have a way to land. Before he hits the floor, he gets slapped by the girl, starts floating, and he falls. The girl starts throwing up. The girl thinks that Diana will kill him. Then the recovery girl shows up and heals him, meaning that she told him to stop breaking his bones. He says he hasn't broken his bone in months, and he did it for good reason this time. But he gets up and gets her to leave. He starts walking. As he's walking home, he doesn't realize that somebody from a distance is watching him. That person is Shigaraki and Kuriki. But Shigaraki asks him that's him. He starts chuckling, saying that's the son of the number 2 hero. Pathetic. Kuriki creates a portal to a bar Shogi asks, what's it with the TV? That's when he hears a voice. But his master. Master then tells him that if he found him, Shogi responding with yes, and sooner or later they will have him, and they will be able to find the source of the Amazon's powers. But as the screen turns off, Shogi looks at the paper and says that he can't believe that he was raised by Amazons, and is most likely the son of the Wonder Woman. But who is the father? That's when Kiryu says he might have found something. And then he asks, what? That's when Kiryu says that during World War I, the Wonder Woman assisted and stopped millions from dying from sort of nerve gas. But she didn't do it alone. She had multiple soldiers and a pilot. And it seems like the kid shares the last name with the pilot. So Kiryu asks, who the hell is the pilot? And Kiryu responding with, Steve Trevor. It doesn't matter, because according to documents, he died in a plane explosion. But we're still going to capture that kid. But throughout the Great Master, this kid has one weird name. Like, who calls their kid Deku Trevor? But we now cut back to Deku. As he walks inside, he sees Diana looking at a picture of a guy with a plane. He asks, who is he? Then she says, he's an old war buddy. Then Deku asks, wait, you were in a war? Diana laughs and says, I'll tell you about later. But guys, I'm going to end the video here. And just for people who don't understand, Deku is not, I repeat, not Steve and Diana's son. Diana just decided to give him Steve's last name, since Deku needed one. She thought it would be a nice way to honor him. But it's not important, because if you stayed this long, don't forget to check out my new channels, Infamous Discussions, where I talked about my opinions like, why don't I watch Dragon Ball Z? My other channel, Infamous Stories, where I tell personal stories, Reddit stories, scare stories, and etc. There should be a link at the end of the video, and in the description below. So peace out and don't forget to go beyond. Plus Ultra.